Hi everyone. So this is a little bit of a different video because one, there's no intro, of course. I don't usually do an intro, but there's no intro. There's also not going to be an outro. This is going to be a new series I want to start to do, and it's going to be real talk. And basically what it's going to be is I want to talk about real stuff. Stuff that's happened in my life, or stuff that I think just needs to be talked about. But anyway, sorry, can fell off my desk. Anyway, so this episode is going to be relationships. If you haven't read the title, of course, this is going to be relationships. I've been through some bad ones, as my friends would probably tell you. My last one was very bad, but I'm not going to talk about my relationships. Well, not too much. What I want to talk about is basically I want to talk about what you need to do in case your relationship is going bad. Now, with bad, I'm not saying like you get in one argument a year. That's not a bad relationship. That's a normal relationship. Or you guys get annoyed with each other. That's normal. I'm talking about like if your partner abuses you, if your partner doesn't love you in some way, you've got a cheating partner, stuff like that. Because I've been thinking back on my relationships, and a lot of them were probably better off not being as long as they were. Not saying I had all of them were bad. Some of them were very good. But definitely some of them should have been a lot shorter. Especially this last one. But what I first want to talk about is cheaters. Now, the one thing I'm going to tell you, never, ever, ever, ever let your anger rule you. In any one of these situations. I will say I broke up with a cheating girlfriend on Valentine's Day. After I gave her Valentine's Day present. Not a good idea. Doesn't really enamor you to the person. I mean, they're already cheating on you. But doesn't really make it easy to be around them anymore. But what you need to realize is they're cheating on you. Okay, it's also if you feel like cheating on someone. If you feel like you're gonna cheat on someone, it means you don't love them. So, it's like, you should probably have already broken up with them if you're deciding to cheat on them, or if you are cheating on them. If someone's cheating on you, they don't like you. They don't like you like that. I mean, they probably like you as a friend. Anyone can like you as a friend. But they don't like you that way anymore. Like I say, you should probably break up with them. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't give them a second chance. I'm just saying, might not be well to give them a third chance, or a fourth chance, or a 10th chance. Maybe a third chance. Third chance, I'm going to say, is okay. But, don't, if it gets up to 10 chances, it's not going to work out. I mean, if you think you can make it work, by all means, try. But, sorry. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm not used to it. I was up at 4. But, definitely, if you're thinking about cheating, you're probably not good for the person. Then, also, if you think your boyfriend or girlfriend is cheating on you, your significant other, ask them politely. Don't start yelling. Don't start doing anything bad. Don't hit them. Don't yell at them. You can get annoyed. You can be angry. but control it. Ask them politely. Be courteous. Be polite. Even though they might be cheating on you, doesn't mean they are. And if they turn out to be, okay, you have a right to be angry, and you can do what you want. Within reason. Don't, kill them, or maim them horribly. Or humiliate them. Don't humiliate them. That's just petty. That's just really petty. But it's just deal with it curtly, deal with it politely, and you'll probably go out fine. They weren't right for you anyway. Now, I want to move on to abusive relationships. Now, there are a couple of ones I want to talk about, because there's the physically abusive ones. Those are definite ones you need to stop. If they're hitting you, if they're doing anything, if they're abusing you in places that I'm not going to mention on camera, you need to get out of that relationship. It's not good for you. And I know it's easy for me to say, oh, get out of this relationship. I know it can be hard. And I know that when you're thinking, I'm being kind of insensitive by saying all these things about just get out of the relationship. It was hard for me when a lot of the stuff happening in my relationships happened. I'll bring this up later as well, but I wanted to end my last relationship a month before the incident that broke us up happened. And that incident was really bad. It's easy to say break up with someone, but it's not easy. I'm very shy. I'm actually surprised I'm doing this video. I'm very shy. I don't like confrontation. I don't like anything. But I do think that if they're abusing you, you need to get out of it. And there's some simple ways. Just say you're through. Tell them you're leaving. And if they try to hurt you again and make you say, call the police. That's another option, by the way. Call the police. They're abusing you. They're hitting you. It's assault. But just do something to get out of it. If they start stalking you afterwards, or threatening you afterwards, call the police. It's the easiest thing to do. It's a 3-digit number. Or you can call the local police number, whatever that is. I live in Louisiana and in a small town, so we have our own police number, and I don't know what it is for other people's parishes or counties or areas, whatever you want to call them. So whatever your local police number is, you can call that, or you can just call 911 if it's an emergency. If they're breaking down your door or threatening you through your door. Or if they threaten anyone close to you as well, like family members or your significant other after you've broken up with them. Which I hope is better than the one that's banging on your door and threatening you. Another thing is definitely you should try to minimize damage in these. Don't say fuck you, you bitch, you hurt me, I'm gonna leave. Be polite. Don't make it any worse than it already is when you're leaving. Because if you say fuck you bitch, I'm leaving to someone that's abusing you, they're likely to hit you harder than they have before. Which they've probably already hit you pretty hard, because they might be leaving bruises. That's about it on physical. Verbal and mental. Now, I will say these are the hardest to deal with. It's hard to deal with someone who is physically putting you down, yes, but it's a lot harder when you feel like you can't do it. At least with the physical, you have that mental thing that's like, hey, I should be able to do this. No, that's the wrong way. I feel like I should be able to do this. You have that mental state. With the mental abuse and the verbal abuse, you don't always have that feeling anymore. Let me angle this down. You don't have that feeling in your heart or in your mind that you can do this. I'm going to tell you straight out, you do. You have the capability to do this. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard as shit. It's going to be harder than anything you're probably going to do in your life. But it pays off in the way that you're out of an abusive relationship. You can find someone that loves you for who you are. And not what you are, who you are. And someone that's not going to hurt you on purpose. If someone hurts you on accident, it's not that bad. But when they're physically or mentally telling you, you're shit, you can't do anything, you're a bitch, you're a slut, whatever they're calling you, it's bad, and it hurts you, and it's not good for you. It's just not good for you. It's just not good. And you need to get out of it. One of the best ways to do it is say you're through. Just tell them straight out you're done. You're tired of their shit. Or don't say it but you're tired of being called what they're calling you. You're tired of being put down by them. Also, if they're leaning too much on you, this isn't too much of like an abusive relationship, but if they're leaning too much on you, they need you to be happy, for them to be happy, or they put all their problems on you and you're supposed to help them. Get out of that. Especially if you're young. Like if you're in high school and they're doing this, get out of it. You're not ready for it. You're never going to be ready for it. But at least later in life you're better prepared. But you're not prepared enough to deal with that. Another thing is, if the people that are abusing you continue to abuse you outside of your relationship, after you've broken up with them, continue to verbally call you stuff, spread rumors about you, get the authorities involved if you're not in high school. If you're in high school, a good thing to do is get your school involved, and if that doesn't work, then call the authorities. It's going to be good for you. I know it sounds like, oh no, you're leaning on people. Lean on people, all you need. I lean on my friends all the time. My friends lean on me. When they need help, I help them. When I need help, they're there to help me. Adults are there to help you. People around you are there to help you. Your parents are there to help you. Everyone is there to help you. Especially the authorities. If you're in an abusive relationship, go to them. Tell people you're in an abusive relationship. It'll be much better in the end for you. Also, if you're in what I like to call the one-up relationship. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's the relationship where something bad's happening in your life, and you tell your significant other. And instead of saying, oh, what can I do to help? They're like, oh, well, in my life, da-da-da-da-da. That's not good for you. I hate when I see or hear people who have relationships like this. I have a friend who has a relationship like this, and I've told them, look, you need to get out of it. He's not good for you. And of course she knows, and she's tried, and she's trying, and I hope I give her all the best. But those are the relationships that kill me. because it's like, well, not literally, but they kill me inside because it's like, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. A relationship isn't about being better than your other. What it is it's having a healthy, helpful relationship. Something that you love them with all your heart, and you will help them through anything. And that's the bad thing about those relationships. They're always trying to one up you. And as I always like to say, get out of it. I said that about 1,000,000 times in this video. But I'm going to give you guys some advice about breaking up with people. It's not easy. I've already said that. It's not easy. Like I said earlier, I tried to get out of a relationship a month before something bad happened in it, and we broke up, and there was a lot of backlash. Some serious backlash. I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to put that out on YouTube. It's over. It happened a year ago. I'm fine. I'm over it. But I wanted to end it a month before. And I couldn't, my little person, couldn't get up the courage to tell my girlfriend at the time that it wasn't working out and we needed to stop seeing each other. I was in a support relationship. She had problems. I tried to support her. I was getting too overwhelmed. I needed something to get out of it. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't get up the nerve to tell her that I needed to leave her. I felt so bad. I felt like I was going to hurt her in an irreparable way. I can't talk. An irreparable way. I felt like I was going to damage her and make what she was feeling worse. And you might. You're never gonna know, but you've got to get into that mentality that though it will be hard on them, though it's going to be bad for them, you can't keep trying to fix them. I know she had friends that were having bad times and that hurt her, and I tried to help, but you can't help them. You can help them to a certain degree, but you can't fix them. And while I wanted to so badly, I wanted to be there night and day. I wanted to be there to hold her and help her through everything. You can't. You can't always do that. And I realized that I needed to get out of it. But like I said, I couldn't give up the courage. First thing you want to do when you feel like your relationship is going downhill, or if you already realize you're in an abusive relationship, is recognize it. Recognize it. Don't try to deny that you're like, oh, it's not that hard. Oh, it's just a love tap. No. If it's bringing up bruises, you're in an abusive relationship. And if they do it once and it's an accident, don't consider it an abusive relationship. But if it's happening day after day after day, and they're doing it all the time, you need to realize that it's not right. It's not right. It's not good. You need to get out of it. That's the first step of doing anything. The second step is finding out the right way to do it. Do you need to tell them openly, I'm leaving? Do you need to just say, I'm leaving? Or do you need to, like, passive-aggressively say, I'm leaving? And they'll be like, okay, that's fine with me. I can find someone better. Or do you need to be aggressive and say, you need to stop. I'm leaving. You need to get yourself checked out. Do you need that extra oomph? If you need to, also get friends help. Have them there to support you. So that if they're trying to hide the abuse, then you have someone there so they won't hurt you. Also, friends are always good as backup for emotional support. I know my friends would do a whole heck of a lot for me. The third thing you need to do is actually do it. Execute what you're doing. Sorry. You need to be able to say, I'm doing this. Don't say, oh, I'll hold off a week, or I'll wait until the time is right. No, if you're in that bad of a relationship, you need to do it now. Tell them yourself, it's now or it's never. Or it's now or it's when I'm going to get seriously injured. It's not a good thing. I do want to say that I've mentioned my relationships. I'm not going to give you names. I'm not going to give you what happened in my relationships. I'm never going to do that. My relationships before I started YouTube were in the past. They don't need to be brought up again. If I have a relationship problem while doing YouTube, I might do a video. I might talk about it. I might do an update video of real talk on relationships and how you should deal with them. I also want to talk about a little bit, before I go, find the person that's right for you. If you know a person and how they act, don't fall for them. If you know they act like, if they're known for being abusive, don't go after them. If they become abusive and someone around you says they like them, tell them about them. Say, look, you might not want to do that. I was in a relationship with them and they abused me. But there are good people out there. I will say that. The girl I've met, I'm not dating her right now. I hope to start dating her. But the girl I've met is a really nice person. And I love her dearly. And there are those people out there for you. The person you're with right now might not be that person. And if you're watching this just because you want some advice on relationships and you're already with the right person, I'm glad for you. Good for you. Stay with them. I'm actually really hoping this helped. Some good relationship advice is never talk when you both are angry. If you're angry and she's angry and you're both angry at each other, don't say stuff. Go and calm yourselves down before you talk about any issue. Any issue. Whether it be small little things like who's going to clean the dishwasher tonight, or big things like should you get married, or are you going to have kids. It's not going to be good. You're going to say stuff you don't mean, and it's going to sour the relationship. And while you both might know you didn't mean it, it's still out there. You've said it. But this has been Real Talk. There's not going to be a real outro. I'm just going to say this has been Real Talk. I hope to do more episodes of it. Not on a depressing topic like this, hopefully. Hopefully on a little bit more personal stuff about me next time. Because I have problems that I need to talk about every day. I live with problems. Heck, I'm a walking problem. And I'm not like joking. I mean, like literally, I will say I have food allergies. I have a lot of medical problems. I'm a walking problem. I'm not saying like I hate myself or I hate my body or I'm not depressed or anything. But I have a lot of medical problems, so I'm technically a walking problem. But if you guys actually do want to contact me, I do have an Instagram. It's the same name as my YouTube channel. I do have a Twitter, which is @FracturedGaster. Same as my thing. if you ever want advice on what you should do, I'm probably going to be willing to help you. I feel like if you're in a relationship that's bad and you need to end it, then I'll help you. Uh, Another good thing is that I'm very open-minded. Uh, I mean, I'm a pagan bisexual guy, and I know your Christians out there are going to be like, he's pagan. Ah, I was Christian until like 3 months ago. Yeah, I'm not going to get into why I changed. That's a topic for another video. But I'm very open minded in the way of religion, uh, color, race. So feel free to contact me if you need help. Uh, I post. I don't post regularly. I've only just started posting. But on any of my things, I haven't really posted on Twitter. I've tweeted like maybe 3 times, 4 times. Uh, but I'm gonna be there. I'll check. I'm gonna start checking my Twitter because I don't actively check it. But I'm always checking Instagram. Uh, I if you really need help, I might give you my Skype and I'll chat through you through there, and I'll even be. You can even video call me on Skype while you're doing the breaking up if you want someone there that knows how you feel and knows what you want and will be a witness. Now, I live in Louisiana, so if you live in another state or anywhere that's not near Baton Rouge, I won't be able to physically come because, one, I don't have the money to fly out. Two, I am only almost 18. Wow, I'm almost 18 and I'm giving dating advice. Shocker. Yeah, don't. I know I'm really young and I haven't experienced life, but some of the stuff I've been through. If I would actually talk about it, some of the stuff I've been through uh, would make you think twice. I'll probably actually have a video up in a couple of days. Another real talk, I think I'm gonna actually do because I like this series and I like being able to openly talk to people. But that'll be talking about some of the medical stuff and some of the other stuff that's happened to me in my life. Because I want you guys to be able to get to know me through this and not just be like, oh, hey, it's some random guy on YouTube talking about relationships or doing video game commentary. I feel like you guys should get to know me and feel like I'm just another one of you guys. But I guess that's going to be all for this video. I actually went for longer than I thought I was going to because I should probably actually be asleep right now. But because I've been up since 4 to catch a flight back to Louisiana. Actually, I was going to do this video about 2 weeks ago, but I never got up the courage to actually do it until now. Hopefully there's going to be a BuzzFeed quiz video going up, because I kind of find them funny, and I want to see if they can actually guess what I am. But another thing about relationships, you're going to probably have about 50 in your lifetime, depending on who you are. If you're asexual, or if you don't find people appealing in that way, in any way, I feel happy for you for being that way and not wanting relationships, and that's okay with me. I don't mind what you are. I don't mind if you're bisexual, gay, straight, asexual, furry. I don't care. You're all equal in my eyes, and you should be able to do what you want. But, and another thing is, if you're in a relationship with someone and they decide to end it, don't think it's your fault. It might not even be your fault. They might decide that you're not right for them in any way. And that's okay. Totally. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that it's not always your fault in the relationship for someone breaking up with you. I do want to give a shout out to someone actually. His YouTube name is Toxic Hero. He's my friend Nevada. The reason I want to give him a shout out is because he's usually there for me, and I also want to give a shout out to my friend Nick because he's there. We dated briefly, but he doesn't have a physical YouTube channel yet, but he wants to. But I want to give a shout out to them. Well, basically all my friends really. Gavin the Hedgehog as well. Tyler Blankenship. If that's still his YouTube channel name. He might have changed it by now. I'm not sure. I haven't checked up in a while. But they're always there for me, willing to talk, and I'm really glad about it. I think they've actually they never suggested this. They never did anything, but they're the ones that made me want to actually do this because I feel like since they're helping me and I help them, I feel like I might want to be able to help other people, and it makes me feel good to do this and have a video out there that might help people in some way. But yeah, that's probably going to be all for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, please. I don't really care if you leave a like or not. I don't even have, I have like one subscriber at this point. That's my friend Nick. Subscribe, please. I mean, it's always good. Enable notifications if you want to. But so you know when I've made a video, because real talk is probably going to come up a lot. Probably more than my gaming. I am very infrequent with my videos, mostly because I have school and my parents don't actually know I have this YouTube channel yet. But so I'm very infrequent with videos. I do have a channel update that's really old telling you about it. But eventually there will probably be PS4 live streams. I said that in the channel update. But I want to say thank you for watching. If you did appreciate this video, thank you. If you do want to contact me again, I have Twitter, Instagram. You can do that. But I think, yeah, that's going to be all. I'm glad to help you guys if you ever want it. I guess that's goodbye for now. Thanks for watching.